Almost 7 months since Hurricane Ida devastated Grand Isle down in Louisiana. I've been wanting to get there to volunteer work ever since that day. Well, finally it was set up through Rob at Wakeside and Bridge Side Marina. I really appreciate his efforts there. And I was about to commence on 15 days of solid work. Ended up averaging about 10 hours a day. Hope you enjoy this video. I was right there on the old campsite beach and ready to get started. We did a lot today. Dug some post holes and put up a lot of fencing. Got some trimming to do on the top boards, the support posts. You can see all the camper hookups that are about to get set up soon. And that out there is the Gulf of Mexico. What a good day of work. And again, very blessed to have the ability to stay right there in the pop-up camper. Kayak's gonna stay where it is for now. All right, good night. Day 2. The sun is coming up right over our newly built fence. Amen. All right, day 2 underneath Bridge Side Marina, right up there. It's the beautiful marina, but this was all full of sand and dirt and mud and clay. And these are the live shrimp wells. They hadn't been running since the storm, so about six and a half months. You can see a lot of debris in there, sweeping it out. That'll be spotless and clean in just a little bit. Tank number 4. Last one for today. Quite dirty. Shop vac. What a tool. Man. Yes, indeed. Now we're talking. Alright, 4 tanks. Beautifully cleaned. This place is looking good. Man, I bet the fish are biting. Got a new motor. It's going to provide all the pumping energy for the live wells. Quite a system. It's very cool to work along with Buggy to get these things up and running. You can see it's smooth as could be, water pouring out nicely. Ready for shrimp soon. Day 3, I started helping with the rebuilding of the Bridge Side Beachside campground. First order of business was to lay down one of the main roads that runs through the campsite. Many spots to be built, lots of hard work, and a massive job. Day 4, it may not look like too much, but all of these color-coded flags actually have a very specific spot. That is the Bridge Side Beachside campground being laid out again. The entire campground was destroyed. It's got about 70 spots. You can see this fabric we lay down first. You can see all the little flags we set up. So we're getting started on the first 20 or so spots. Tomorrow will be laid out with pads of rock and all plumbed up, ready for campers to come in pretty soon. It's right next to the little hotel that they have. Great place. What a day again. Day 5 was continuing to work on the fence building and the campsites. You can see how it's coming along. Day 6, it was a great pleasure to meet Tiffany. She operates the Cajun Commissary. I'll have her Facebook link in the description. What a great lady. So here's the disaster relief area. Really cool tents that are set up. Nice little sleeping quarters in there. Got another couple of tents over here, just off to the side of the marina. This is where they do the cooking in here. It's a kitchen. And they're providing us with meals. And the food has been fantastic, just very delicious. It's just too nice. There's a shower trailer that comes in really handy when you're in a pop-up. Can't beat it. The storm is about to come ripping through. Day 6. Had to take the pop-up camper down. I think that was a smart move. We can set it back up maybe later tonight or tomorrow morning. But we got some rough skis. Might even have 70-mile-an-hour gusts. Watch this coming out over these breakers right here. Pretty tough day to try to lay out the campground. thankfully survived the storm and the strong winds, was able to set the camper back up on day 7. You can see on a fresh pad, and lots of work being done all around the campsite on day 7 and 8. Painting the cabins. Some nice different beach looking colors. Going to be awesome. That's Dodie up there. Awesome. More painting of the cabins. This is Darla doing a great job. That's a beautiful color right there. Same on the inside, looking good. Under the marina, we've got Stephanie and Brianna doing a great job. They're painting it up. Look at that, very sharp. They're also working on all the cabins, and it's looking great out there as well, as you saw earlier. All right, good day. Way to go, girls. Another really important job. They had a crew out here that's been rebuilding the fish cleaning station and the pier at Bridge Side Marina. This is usually covered. It's got benches and a bunch of different fish cleaning stations. It's a fantastic spot, and I've cleaned a lot of fish out here myself. You can see it's right next to the main pier that's taken care of by the parish, and hopefully they're going to rebuild that or just touch it up. It looks pretty good overall. And then obviously the main bridge that comes in to Grand Isle. We've been running that every morning, very slowly, I might add. All right, lots of fish in these waters. Beautiful spot. This is where you can toss your carcasses when you're finished feeding out to the dolphin. They're usually out here. The water's real dirty. Big storm last night, but everything's coming along. Awesome to have a great night of sleep before heading into day 8 and lots more work. That's it. That's Mark right there, good worker. That's another truckload, 57 limestone. Clean stuff. Alright, sometimes you gotta get creative. Just hammer these things in. That's Andy. Alright, this is a glorious little break from the work today, provided by Kane, the crab master. Look at these delicious crabs he caught, and we have put the gloves down, stopped the working, and we are digging in. And don't tell anybody, but we're even having a cold beer midday. Amen, guys. Awesome. And we'll show you the main chef here again. Chef Tiffany rocking out. Looks like
our taco bar.
Oh, taco bar, getting ready for this evening. That is amazing.
Tacos and nachos.
Wow.
Yeah, Army moves on his stomach. Gotta get this place going.
You're keeping the Army going.
Right.
All right, cheers.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Come eat dinner.
We will, thank you.
Okay.
Another great day. Day 8. Camper holding up beautifully, even with some strong winds. And we've got a fantastic sunset right under the newly renovated hotel. And you can see the fresh paint they're putting on there. Just looking great. Always blessed with beautiful sunsets. Day 9, it was back to the fence building, this time on the opposite side of the campground, so we were enclosing the entire camping area. We were about 2/3 through with this one, and still a ways to go to get down to the beach. Beautiful day and a beautiful fence. Day 10 was off to the Island House RV Park. A lot of mowing, weeding, spraying, working on PVC pipe, and even installing some 50-amp breakers. What a great day for a special pair. Sunday, day 10. We are at Island House RV Park. Love this place in Grand Isle, and I especially love Michelle and Lanny. I've stayed here before in the past, and thankfully they survived the storm and have been working as hard as everyone else on this island. But today was a volunteer day for me, and I was so happy to be able to give back and share some work to kind of tidy up the place a little bit. I'm not the best groundskeeper, but we did a lot of good work. And there we are, my favorite two. Happy days.
No storms this fall, right?
None.
All right, God bless.
After 9 hours of non-stop work at the Island House RV Park, we were back at the campsites building up those pads in the campground. This was day 11, and the construction crew was doing a great job with a patio next to the hotel. Going to be some great views up there. And then this took us into day 12. It was going to be a special day at the Catholic Church, Our Lady of the Isle. First project of the day here at Our Lady of the Isles Catholic Church in Grand Isle. Very important. Father Toops, Father Mark's tomato plants. Spaced them out. They're growing so well they needed to be 2 feet apart on all sides. So that's what we did. Lined them up. I think we got them very precise. We even had the little tape measure out. Beautiful tomato plants, all in a little bit different stages of growth. And then he's got all his herbs here. What a beautiful little area right next to the church. We are putting in some new little rose bushes in the front of the sign here. You can see the ones in the back that have been growing for a bit. We've got 7 nice buckets here. We're about halfway through. We line it up right in front of the sign. A beautiful entrance to the church parking lot. Our Lady of the Isle. What a great pleasure it was visiting with Father Toops, and we'll spend some more time later today, I'm sure. Well, there you go. 7 nice little rose bushes planted right out in the front here. I gotta say, looks pretty sharp. That was a great idea by Father Mark, and a good use of those little plants. Packed them in pretty good. Maybe add a little dirt at some point soon, and I look forward to coming back here in a month or so and seeing how they're doing. Great looking little setup here at the entrance of the church. Here's the prayer garden at the church. Nice little place where they come out and pray. We did a lot of weeding and some raking and cleaning up and pulling of big wild plants that had grown up around here. Got all the little irrigation pipes rearranged and straightened, and hopefully that's going to work real well. Very satisfying to see that prayer garden nice and cleaned up. All right, day 12 in Grand Isle, Louisiana. This has been about as special of a day as you can have. Some volunteer working with Father Mark Toops down here at Our Lady of the Isles Church. And there's Joe. Joe has also shared some good wisdom with me, but I've been blessed to be down here for 12 days. Day 12 was working here at the church and just doing a lot of cleanup, a lot of weeding, but nothing more special than taking a little bit of care with Father Mark's tomatoes. And if you follow any of his sermons and his podcast, you'll know about the tomatoes that were entrusted to him by his father through his grandfather.
They go back to the early 40s, wow. And so my grandfather passed on those tomato seeds to my dad, and my dad has passed on those tomato seeds to me, and he's got his own crop right now. So we're competing with Daddy versus his son, but it's been a real joy to inherit that, and it's been great to have you with us on the island today.
It's been my pleasure, Father Toops. Thank you. And I can tell you, I was a little nervous working on those plants because I know how important they are. If you follow the podcast from Father Toops, if you don't, you need to get on the app and follow it. But I did hear his homily about the plants, and you actually brought one into the church with you?
I did, and the Lord told me earlier that if you mess with my plants and they don't grow well, then you're going to hell. So watch out for you. Just pray for them.
Okay.
That nothing happens to those tomato plants.
Pray for me, sure. I was very careful. They're 2 feet apart, and I'm going to say a prayer before I leave now. And all the good herbs and spices, and we got plants, eggplant,
Bell pepper, lettuce, basil in the back, rosemary, oregano, cucumber, and zucchini.
Amazing. What a day. And you know you've worked hard. I'll show you this later, but I've gone through the pair of gloves, and shovels are heavier than tennis rackets. That's going to be my motto from this trip. God bless you. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Go.
After the work at the church, I decided to do an evening driving tour of the entire island, starting on the eastern end, heading back into town. This will give you a great idea of what the island looks like overall. Grand Isle, there's the entrance to the state park. They've got that place closed down now. People living there in FEMA campers. Grand Isle Marina. This is the old Sand Dollar Marina. And it just changed hands right before Hurricane Ida. And luckily it wasn't
destroyed. Lost their pier that was right there on the right. Great boat launch. Great area out there to fish the rocks just near Barataria Pass. Fantastic marina. Got good bar and even a little grill up there. Hopefully it'll be going full speed this summer. This tennis court's had better days. I bet we could tighten up that net, get a little workout in. Man, Grand Isle needs to have a better court than this. I know the one in the center of town is not even as functional as this one, but a lot to ask right now. Maybe that'll be my next job. I'll come down here and fix her up. All the telephone poles, brand new. Can you imagine? Every single one of those poles was either down or some of them even snapped. It's amazing that any of these camps made it. And you've got stretches of it where the land just completely bare. Everything, including the pylons, was taken out. There's the Island House RV Park, right back that way. It's been a good day there the other day cleaning up. Fantastic little place. Joe Bob's on the right. Looks as good as can be. Great food there. Sureway grocery store on the right. It's the main supermarket, the only main supermarket. That looks brand new on the outside. Tommy's has replaced Artie's. Kind of a legendary bar down here. There's the little Grand Isle supermarket. It's also up and running. And then here's where I was today, back at the church. There's the Starfish restaurant. Looks like it's up and running. A lot of repairs I know took place there. Island Daiquiri Shop. I know that's up and running, but limited hours. Really special little spot here. Megan's Snowball Stand. You can see she lost her roof, but I think she's planning to do something with it, but got new roofing. That's going to be better than ever. I'm glad that she'll be back in business. This little yellow building is beautiful. It made it looks like unscathed. Oh, lots of damage, but man, they have made incredible progress down here. Really remarkable. Here's an idea of how rough it could be. Oh, just really destroyed. The boat made it. Coming up on the Hurricane Hole. That's a great place. Pretty modern. It did real well. I know they've already got the restaurant going and people are coming there regularly. Now we're coming up to the entrance of the island, the bridge, the western side of the island, where Bridge Side Marina over there on the right. It did well, thankfully. That's the folks I'm working with. And then across the road here, we'll pull into Bridge Side Marina. Get a good view of the bridge here. Just remarkable how much work has been done here. You can see our new fence that we've put up, almost 1,000 feet of fence. A little campground, not little, it's got 60 to 70 spots. And there's Bridge Side Marina, looking really good. People work very hard. Here's the disaster relief area, everything from water to showers back in the back there, to a full-scale kitchen where they do some cooking and they provide us with meals. There's Buggy right there, the owner of Bridge Side Marina. Let's see what he has to say. Buggy, I got you on GoPro.
Oh, yeah?
Let's see if I can do this. I was just bragging on you.
Yes, sir.
This is Buggy.
What's up there, Paul?
He's the owner. Got a nice sharp Saints jersey on. Man, this guy works hard. That's what I was just saying to GoPro.
We're getting it ready, huh?
Yeah, you
Gotta
are.
get it ready.
I was bragging on
Yeah,
it, how
just
good
stretch.
it is. I'm glad to be working with you. I tell you, I just put in 7 hours at the Catholic Church.
I tell you what, you
I smell like manure.
you're a good man, Mark.
Oh, I'm glad to be down here, man.
Time, boy. We did a lot with you.
Yeah, and we're gonna do more. I got a couple more
That's
days.
awesome.
Yeah, well, thank you. I'll turn. Pretty sure this sums things up nicely. I have gone through a very heavy-duty pair of gloves. Ouch. and sneakers. Just completely shot. And that's mostly on sand and some rock, of course. Oh, good grief. Still 3 days to go. No complaints. Gotta love the chance to do some good work. All right, here's the brains behind the operation, Bridge Side Marina. Man, we've been blessed to work with some good people. We got T-John down here. We got Chad. We got Mark, Congo, Bozo. Just spread about 1 million pounds of rock yesterday. And the real brains behind the operation, Buggy. Back. And I'm just trying to stay out of the way. But anyhow, we're getting a lot done. There's Andy back here. Yeah. He's done a lot of good moving and hauling and packing. And look, don't forget about Maui.
Maui's up.
All right, pray for us. Oh, and Scrappy. Scrappy, look at that dog. When I grow up, I want to be just like that dog.
Hey, dog, hey, don't let Mark Lie tell you he's the one who pushed us all. He killed us. He's not able to go. He's been volunteer.
I couldn't quite get him. I couldn't get him to do the 3 miles across the bridge in the morning, but everything else we did pretty good. All right, God bless you guys. No storms this fall, right?
No, we hope not.
Amen.
Man, that tape measure got a ton of use marking those camper pads, and the next time I come, I'm going to know how to operate this forklift. What a great machine.
This is it. New electrical and water spigots, good running water and sewage connected at each spot. Day 14. Man, are we glad that pop-up camper is still standing. Last night we had about 40-mile-an-hour winds, sustained. Had to be for at least 3 or 4 hours. And luckily, no flipping of the camper. Handled plenty well. Secret is to leave those windows open so the air can just go right through it. But I gotta tell you, I was in there bouncing around a little bit. Fun stuff. Temperature dropped as well. I think we're due for some more heavy winds later today. Okay, here we are with Dodie, the owner of Bridge Side Marina with Buggy. And not just the owner, but a very hard worker and an expert painter, as you can see. These cabins are beautiful.
I think I got a raise, Mark.
You got a raise. You're painting so well. All right. Excellent. I'm going to talk to Buggy about the same thing. She deserves a raise. They work extremely hard here, and it is great to see the place coming back.
My raise consisted of a ladder, really hard.
Yes. All right, and we got Sassy the dog. Very shy. All right, thank you, Dodie.
And here you have Darla and also Stacy, who work in the marina. They run all sorts of operations in that great shop. Really loaded with good items and also some very good food. Of course, anything you would need for camping, fishing, and like I said, good food.
Right, we're in the marina, in the shop here. We've got Renee.
Hi.
Hello, the daughter of Buggy and Dodie. Doing a great job stocking the shoes and other beautiful gear. I think I'm gonna have to invest in some of this sometime.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Love you too.
All right, hard workers all around this place. Thank you.
Hi guys.
An example of one of the fantastic tools, big excavator. Buggy operating it, digging trenches so we can get the electrical wiring, and all the septic's already in there, but getting some electrical wiring extended. Does a great job with this machine. Awesome. You can see these trenches all the way down to the end of the campground, and then we'll bury it back up. 20 minutes later, finished product, at least for now. Heck of a trench here. That's the last of our electrical wires that need to be plugged in through there. And much easier to fill this all back in after you do it than to dig it, that's for sure. You got to be careful not to hit anything. A great job there connecting 3 campsites. We got master electrician Steve here with his son Carlisle. Who's working harder?
Me.
Carlisle, for sure. All right, getting the last of things. Running his mouth, and you're running some electricity, so you better be careful. All right, getting it done today, day 14. Here it is, second section of fence, done. Total of about 1,000 feet of fence surrounding the campground. This is my favorite little section here along the road on the outside of the campground. A nice little curve, a little bend to it, and then straightens back out right towards the ocean. Right out there, those rocks, where when the water is clear, you can catch monster trout. What a spot.
Day 14 complete. It was time for another very early start, our last half day before heading home.
All right, about the best way other than fishing to experience a sunrise. Running along the bridge off of Highway 1 from Grand Isle. Last 3.5 of the trip. So grateful for the experience overall. I do wish I was down there making a few casts instead. Oh. All right, good morning, everyone. Who says we don't have hills for running in Louisiana? Whew! Beautiful. It's not just about the fishing when you come to places like Grand Isle. Now you can see why people love it down here. Good for the soul. That is about to be one beautiful sunrise. Now you see what I mean by hard work. Before the sunrise, Buggy and crew are already out there continuing to work on the campsite. Man, well worth the efforts. This thing is looking great. Not a bad camp spot either. Final sunrise. Time to get the running shoes off and the work shoes on. Half a day before heading home. Oh yeah, here's how you transport the important workers right here. See John on the right, Chad on the left, and Bozo chauffeuring. That's good treatment right there. Is that only on Fridays? Yeah.
Always a little fun and some humor mixed into the days, but it was 15 days of solid hard work, averaged 9 to 10 hours a day, and it was a great crew of people to work with all around the marina. And the work crew out there was extra special, man. It was really cool. Thanks again to Rob and Buggy and Dodie and all of the folks out at Bridge Side Marina. What a beautiful place Grand Isle is. I'm so fortunate to be able to get down there and help out a little bit. And I certainly hope that all the people down there have success in rebuilding and it comes back better than ever. It's just so beautiful and can't wait to get there again to meet up with the folks and do some fishing as well. Thanks for watching this long video. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.